13 that resonates very, very close to me and dear, which is 7, which is the most high to me. The day now is December 31st, 2023. It's always a blessing to be back. You know what I'm saying? It's always a blessing to me to be granted, another day, more applicable time to manifest and just put my life on a more narrower, better path than it was previously or yesterday or time. You know what I'm saying? Past. In any case, you know what I'm saying? I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Back at the workplace at night. You know what I'm saying? Still blessed as always. You know what I'm saying? And as far as I'm concerned, I will always remain to be blessed as long as I have the intent to, you know what I'm saying, be better and not harm others and bring misfortune to others, I just find that to be highly peaceful, you know what I'm saying, to wake up every day knowing that I don't have anything against no one. I'm not trying to comfort nobody. And I'm just trying to just provide and do better for myself and my future. So with that being said, like I said, I was back. I brought my cards again today. Spirit has allowed me to determine which card I want to talk about or which will be elaborated on today. Of course, you know what I'm saying, if I'm going to do an epilogue, what I'm about to do is not in collective reading. I haven't devolved or dissolved myself into that line of work quite yet. What I've been doing, if you've been following along, I've been just going down the lines one by one with the cards, and I find it to be the best way or my best method of just learning and did you say learning from step 1 to step 2? You know what I mean? Like that narrow road, that narrow course of road. I plan on sticking to it, so that's what I'm continuing to do. I don't pull cards on people. I find that to be very Batman-ish, like I've been saying. Just the fact of just if you know, like we live in a spirit world, and you're wherever you may be on your end, whatever you're going through, wherever you got your mind, I just find that to be very demonic to be thinking of someone else and having the gall or the audacity to pull cards on fucking people who are not aware of you doing that. It just seems dirty to me. In any case, I'm not doing that shit, so you ain't gotta worry about it. I guess to the meat and potatoes of it all, the card we're gonna be talking about today is the Ten of Wands. I want to say that's 10. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the Ten of Wands. As we can see, the good old Ten of Wands. What we can see on the background is my man. I want to say it's a man who's walking. He's on a firm foundation. We see a lot of blue in the background. We know blue represents feelings and emotions, and I can relate that to this person because you see him carrying all these damn wands together, bundled together, with his head kind of down, just power stepping in a sense. I would like to say that this card encourages, I guess, of course, movement, yet movement while withholding or withstanding a lot of, I would say, I wouldn't necessarily call them burdens. That's all on the person, situation, and intent. Yet we know that he's carrying a load of whatever this may be, and evidently he's doing it by himself. And we see, if we're gonna say anything about passion on this card, I guess the most things that stands out is I guess you would call that shit. I don't know what the fuck a flannel or some shit around his waist. And you know the waist has to do with movement. So the most passionate thing he's doing is actually movement. He's not whatever the situation may be. He is not stagnant. He is on the move, and like I say, movement is always good to an extent. As long as you're moving positive, I say. If you're progressing or degressing, I would say backwards, then you might want to reevaluate that. In any case, I see this could be a lot of things, but if any damn thing I say is movement, is travel. It's travel with thought in mind. I would imagine he came up with some type of conclusion or had his hermit mode, his thought process. He had the swords, and now he's like carrying or moving kind of sense. This is no longer a fool's leap because you see him leaping or taking step in direction holding a lot of things. So whatever he's doing right now, it was a passionate move, a passionate thought to get moving to wherever he may be traveling towards. You know what I'm saying? Um, what else? What else? What else? Well, I look at this card, and I guess the word that really comes to my mind would be a burden. I don't know if it's a good burden. I don't know if it's a bad burden. But whatever it is, it's something that definitely needs to be moved and like assessed. And you know what I'm saying? Kind of, kind of energy needs to be put in to dissolve these freaking wines and unload them and unburden them and I guess release them. You know what I mean? And with that word being released, I guess we could jump back down to the bottom, you know, or not the bottom, the Ten of Wands in reverse. Ten of Wands in reverse. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. I would imagine if it's in reverse, of course, holding it up, he's carrying these burdens. So to my knowledge or to my spirit's telling me or guiding me to say is that when it's in reverse, evidently he made it to his destination already and he's releasing these 10 of wands. He is actually like letting him go. You know what I'm saying? He is relieving the stress that whatever stress or burden that it was before. I would imagine when the 10 of wands is in reverse, you're releasing it. You're letting it be known that you're releasing it. No matter if it's that you're having a conversation, if you're like, you know what I'm saying, delegating between situations, a problem, whatever the situation may be, I look at this as dissolving the issue. So, you know, ain't too much we talking about here, you know, Ten of Wands. Either you're carrying a burden, you're moving, you're transporting burdens, or you've done your conversation, you've done your thinking, and you're now on to move. You're on move, like they say. I've been saying, the 82 kilometers later. That's what this is. I guess when it's like this, you're releasing it. Graduation day, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? You've reached your destination, and now you've came to a conclusion to actually abide or bid yourself or rid yourself of the burdens. So that's the way I see it. Of course, you know what I'm saying. That's the way Spirit told me to delegate this. Um, so I'm saying we lean in our own understanding. You know what I'm saying. If anything, I would say regarding the Ten of Wands, period. This has a lot to do with like life in general itself. You know what I'm saying. Like all the wands and burdens that we carry, because we do all carry a cross. No one's, you know what I'm saying. No one is supposed to carry a cross, or no one is. Um, uh, no one is responsible for carrying a cross. We're responsible for carrying our own burdens, meaning these wands and things. It's up to us to place them in the right direction. Of course, it takes like intent, it takes a good heart, and also it takes like good people around us. Which in these dire times, we are starting to realize that is hard to find. So the best thing to do is, like I say, if you want something done, like my man is, he's doing it himself. So yeah.